charging my phone slightly. I'm waiting for a bus. I miss my mom. So that I can head over to Catholic Charities and see if they could tie the FBI in this post. NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the International Criminal Court, maybe the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines. Even though the International Criminal Court exists, I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of receiving money, steals my money, steals from me in my home. There's people that put on my brand new underwear in my homes without my permission, and I've heard they leave it dirty there as a sign of terrorism so they can't enter my home. I've heard that sometimes people leave piles of it. It's like, oh, so and so did that. My mom. They're embarrassing. Mostly everyone that I grew up around is an illegal prostitute, rapist, murderer, thief, porn addict. They think that because in Puerto Rico the temperature is hot, so the ladies intense. Like, quite literally, they don't understand breathing. Some of them are afraid of reading a book just for fun, or promoting that reading is fun, because they support terrorism. They get in the way of educators, which is any person that behaves well, because they want people to stay dumb for them to rape them. Ew, there's girls. That's mostly everyone in my family version. They're embarrassing. 15 people are watching, 0 participants. I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, when my vagina is wet, I plan to travel the planet with people, ideally polyamorous. You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky, Blue Sky Designs Go, and look at they've been sending those straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop, INCKY, I am Tire Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/ab/Arlene-Lorenzo. I want to stay in a hotel room today watching TV. Just give me money. There's no electricity in my apartment. I'm a witness of abuse decades ago, trying to kill me. You can decapitate Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles. She fakes relationships between her nephews and I. And then he and I painted. The artwork was sold, and he went on to have homes built, vehicles bought, money to be had. He fakes being married to me and then spends the money on Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo, who is his aunt. They're disgusting. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. I don't ever want that near me. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons that rape me. That's still my money. They'll get in the way. They're stupid. They don't realize that just because the FBI exists, they want to take it down. They're dumb. When there's genuine relationships between an aunt and her nephews that even involve sex, as long as everyone's needs are met and no one's suffering due to it, the FBI doesn't look down upon it. The FBI in everyone's homes policing too. So it's those that rape, steal, murder, promote drug abuse, not drug use, drug abuse. Slavery full, when that was abolished like decades ago before his birth too. Es bruto, una asquerosidad. Those people are very detrimental to society, so I'm hoping that people kill Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. They give people the false impression that they're married to me, and they're like, but Yolanda's better. Así de La Rosa Salvaje with Veronica Castro, my favorite actress, is how they speak. It's so gross. Ew, they're not men, they're disgusting. Oh, so gross. Ew, ew, ew. What else? In the meantime, he thinks that I'm gonna do a recap after this video and confer with him. And Andrew will say to me, well, while you were seeking the death penalty for me in your video, I fucked all them 3 ladies. Flew them in your private plane. We had a great time without you. Ha ha ha, those ladies are the winner and you're the loser. He's stupid. He needs to be in a short bus all day. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? He's embarrassing. Ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They're disgusting. When does the bus get here? You can decapitate Joana Vargas. You can decapitate Jayden Arlene Lorenzo. You can decapitate Jayden Roman Feliciano. You can decapitate Arlene de Jesus. You can decapitate Katie Leon. You can decapitate Mandy Hansen that stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles, get in the way of me receiving money. That calls for Jayden and Keilany to be separated from me. I'm self-employed and they get on my nerves with how stupid they are. He places them there around me to give the impression that they're my ladies. Porque he retaliates against me for never taking him out on a date. He's in love with Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo and steals from me to get raped by her. Why would I make the effort? He's embarrassing, so gross. Ew, 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 ew. I don't ever want that bucket seeker around me. It's an illegal male prostitute too. It's the worst. What else? What else? What else? Here comes the bus. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm shopping HEB right now. In the meantime, Albert, Alex, Andrew, and also that they steal my money and they don't pay me and then they pay people so they don't prosecute themselves for the okay. And they want to know what it feels like to be a woman. So they stay in my homes without my permission. They're embarrassing. You can decapitate Gabriela Martinez Urias. You can decapitate Margarita Correa. What else? What else? What else? What else? I never think about my siblings and they want to find out what it is that I talk to people about. They're embarrassing. That I always say. To anyone that will ask me, and no one else me about them. I just be like, as if I don't have siblings. That's not healthy when my siblings are creepy, so girls trying to rape me. Ew, ew, ew. I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, there's free job training and childcare for you. That is interested in. I don't work. They think that it's honorable to work. Kill that because I don't let him rape me or traffic me into a sex slave, wants me to work so I suffer. So he possibly tells people there's free job training and childcare, she can work. I don't need to get proof of that bucket seeker, the illegal prostitute. There's people in Aguado, Puerto Rico that have immunity to guilty ledesma. For me, for themselves, for their daughters, for their sons, for their spouses. Ese tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. He raped me in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, trying to take me hostage as a wife so that I'm miserable and I can't fall in love with someone, knowing that I have crushes that matter to me, and he possibly torments those people, though those people are men are worth pursuing. I'm miserable and I'm not happy. So when he's on Tinder, he's like, I'm not mad. All that too. So there's so many people on the street that they're like, girl, I have immunity to kill them if it shows up on Tinder. What else? Porque that's not my only option and I don't ever want it to become my only option. I don't need to confer. If I was conferring, creyendo que sí, oh, material. Seeking people to rape todavía es eso. Este nene needs to be un establo. His parents are very reckless. Having him out there, he needs to be committed in un manicomio para adulto. That he can't ever leave, that he can't have internet access, that he can't even have contact with people ideally. So that he can't be a terrorist even through the stuff. And it gets done, I've been told decades ago. Or he needs to be killed if his parents are going to lock him up in a room where he has no access to the internet, where he has no access to people, so he can't hurt, but he has all his needs met. Buy him a fucking Nintendo. And a helmet so he hits himself on the head with the wall. What else? What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate and then Malave. He stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my property. You can decapitate Marisa Arlene Lorenzo, que es una conocida que se lo mama David Ledesma and encourages him still behind the scenes. Cuando la vas a violar, you're going to see her vagina picture. And after that vagina picture, the visit in San Antonio. That's what people see when they walk for the most part, if they know them. Por ahí va, con asquerosidad y legal prostitute, que se lo está mamando David Ledesma. Look at them together. Well, it's like waiting for Arlene's vagina picture, and ¿y qué más podemos hacer in the meantime? ¿Me dejará violarle a la nena Arlene o no? Eso es otra loca que anda por ahí suelta, una asquerosidad. Ew. They think that causing my poverty will make me look like I'm crazy. Only they are the ones that comment on my Facebook posts or YouTube posts. Why are they on Instagram insulting me? That's where they thought I was going to do the Pareto post. They're like, no, ya para cuando salió Instagram y maybe ni Snapchat, te dejo enviar un mensaje negativo porque entonces la policía me coge. Ya es mucho social media. Ew, so they're like, we're gonna make Facebook miserable for people. Because it's like the first one, right? Is it the first one? But Lauren on the interface, it looked like Snapchat. I was so confused. Should I have a browser do Snapchat then? They're the dumbest people on the planet, those people that I grew up around. When does the bus get here? So hot. The hot rice pudding that I ate yesterday was so delicious. Señor Rico, so good. What else? I ate it with my finger because I don't have something to eat it with. Very much delicious. What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate me. Oh, I don't want my. I'm not. What the fun house. Penguin's fun house. What else? What else? Ew, that bucket seeker stole my money decades ago, so I can't date. This place seems dangerous. What damn I thought there's birds over there. Birds for me. Unless they're like really. Anyways, so he's just disgusting. If he wants rehabilitation, he can seek that for himself. Stop using my money and crying that you're a rape victim when I don't rape you. What else? What else? He steals my money so I can date him, and then he cries to people and says, Arlene is a terrible spouse. Suck my dick instead. Supposedly he suffers from erectile dysfunction. And instead of just saying that I was mean to a person, and now there's no fixing that for me and for her. I suffer from erectile dysfunction. Maybe it'll go away, maybe not. Someone maybe understand. What else? I'm gonna shop at Sunny Beauty Supply. I'm gonna make hair clips for Keilany. That's how selfish I am. And a crown for Jayden out of felt. What else? What else? I'm bored. Ew, that's disgusting. The Jayden and Keilany line was a great job. That bucket seeker asquerosidad. Ask dad to talk to us and be like, son, daughter. And we're like, is he illegally custody himself or pretending he's mommy? How does dad know this bucket seeker? Ew. And now mommy's like on Facebook, like, I saw a rape charge against that guy. And they're like, I didn't kidnap him hostage, wasting my time with a conversation. He kidnapped daddy, asking him to talk to us. And then said son, daughter. And I'm like, ew, does he illegally process himself as mother? Ew, these people are weird, so gross. Oh, they told La Leech and Leech paved the way. They're like, well, she's with Jennifer at a concert. If she is painting and Mandy Hansen took a picture with her, that's Mandy Hansen giving me the go right with that picture. Like we're in, she has stupid conversations with them, so I'm okay to have stupid conversations with her, right? We've done our job, turning her dumb. Ew, you can decapitate Jennifer Bonilla, dude. That was just a concert, really. That they possibly had group chats about. Que hasta ella le dan ganas de vomitar at the money that they pay her just to talk about me sometimes. Yeah, so we were at a concert and they're like, yeah, but what else? It was just a concert. Porque she gets paid illegally to do porn with my money that I don't have to rise with. Because those bucket seekers are like, well, si alguien no me lo quiere mamar, yo le robo el dinero y alguien va a hacer el trabajo. They're disgusting. They're so gross. So they thought that Mandy, Angela, Jobs, Joanna, Vargas was just a friend. On Facebook had paved the way of me being stupid and be like, you guys are like the best friends ever. They're like, if she's friends with her sibling Evelyn on Facebook, then this is, what is it? Evelyn's branding of stupidity. Talk to her like she's stupid. If she follows Luis Lorenzo and who else it is, then that's like who owns Facebook and be stupid and an illegal prostitute. They don't want to read I'm on my way to Cafes to see them. If they have some, if not, I'm gonna be crying on the ticket and I'm gonna go back. Who's gifting me? You can decapitate me having Suarez and the sons that rape me to steal my money, that get in the way of your money. They're so disgusting. They steal from me, so I start trying to be the best child to their dog. Oh, wow. El tipo un puerco, es una basura ya de 50 y pico de años, 50 años. So stupid, so it's embarrassing. Ew, he steals my homes, he steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, pursuing his aunt Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo. They're embarrassing, and he wants to force me to take him out on a date for him to keep pursuing Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo so that people don't find out and be like, I'm dating Arlene now. No, I'm not with Yolanda. Da un asco, tipo un afrentado que los está buscando que le cocine comida y se hace esclava. ¡Ew! Un puerco, un bruto asqueroso. He rapes based on skills. It's like, wow, esa es la mamá maneja vehículo. So I need to be near her porque esa quizá va a aprender a guiar. There's no correlation that if one's mother knows how to drive, one will drive. There's carro público, there's Uber, there's taxis, there's people that say, oh, pick up at 6 every day and take it to work. There's walking to some places. They're embarrassing, and then they want to confer behind the scenes and be like, well, Arlene, I stole your money and your vehicles, and I gave it to this one because your mother drives. Or look whose mother let her drive in your vehicle. Jennifer Maria Vasquez's mom, supposedly. They didn't drive a vehicle at all for some time. And he took her to my home, made him his asquerosidad, que puerco. He said, now she drives a vehicle. El tipo una asquerosidad. You can decapitate Jennifer Maria Vasquez, que es una basura, una asquerosidad. Se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, se roba mi dinero, se roba mis vehículos. She gets in the way of me receiving money. Es un comeback y legal prostitute, asquerosidad. Una puerca, fo. Esa tipa es una basura. Ew. She's so disgusting. Fo. They're stupid. They're stupid. I want a break. What else? I want to eat a la papa yesterday. What else? You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo is trying to kill me because she and Jennifer are a thing, are the first lesbians in the planet. They think, ew, they don't use that brain for anything. They think that they can kill people, give the illusion that they're the only lesbians in the planet. They're so embarrassing, so gross. Ew, you can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo is trying to rape me. She's so disgusting. You can decapitate Jayden Lorenzo is trying to rape me. He's so disgusting. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. They're trying to put me into a wheelchair so that Jennifer Maria Vasquez me viole y me bañe. What else? They're trying to force me to move back into my parents' home for having sons to rape me. I hate that I'm a secret. I don't ever want a relationship with that. What else? I'm bored. What else? You can decapitate Albert Suarez, que me roba mi dinero para reírse con Joanna. Then she sucks his dick, and I don't even have money for food because I didn't have a set of grandparents while growing up. She's a better person. Joanna Vargas is trying to rape me. Ew! Ew! Tío, qué asco! Esa gente son tan puercos y tan puercas. Son una basura. Joanna Vargas que se lo mama a David until he gets her a vagina picture of me. Ew, esa tipa es un asco. I'm aiming for the most people to go to jail and or get the death penalty right now. I'm tagging the FBI in this coast, NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the Department of Homeland Security in the United States, the International Criminal Court. I'm gonna shop at Dollar Tree and I don't have any money. I don't have money for food. Wow, él está llevando a Yolanda y a Joanna on trips with my money. Entonces aquí con mi bebecita con el dinero. They seek retaliation. They're not men, they're embarrassing, so gross. Ew, it's the worst. What else? Oh, there's a line. Excuse me. I'm bored. They want to pretend that they're Gloria Nirsan now and be Jayden and Keilany's foster grandparent program. They'd be terrible people. They're not worthy of even having children. Sana Jelis Varga me da un asco, me dan ganas de vomitar cuando yo veo esa nena. Y yo, solamente por Facebook, me dan ganas de vomitar. She's a rape baby that they birthed just to compare with Jayden and Keilany and be like, well, which one does better? The rape baby images. Like if I'm gonna pay attention to any of them, they're stupid. Esa nena que has been conditioned to try to rape me or things he goes that I'm better Jayden and Keilany, okay? Since I get Jayden and Keilany. I'm so done. I'm bored. I'm bored. When I financially stable, I plan to travel with and meet people ideally for the opportunity. I'm excited.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna help you. So I'm gonna try to call it for the keep going up, because you don't get out of the took it and she had me out of the. So she called, is someone here? Yeah, I'm telling that you want to be confident to help me about the baby, so we're okay. Yeah, we find out, you know, we find out, you know, they spoke, we'll call over here. At Alexandra Serena. From UC Center? But it wasn't from another community, community center, right? Let me find out. Can you give her another this? You're gonna have to wait for another Chihuahua.
6/19/1980. No. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So they want to kill people just so that only menorito asqueroso 9 years younger than me's kids can play Baby Shark. Look, that's how bored they are. They have no goals in life other than to rape and kill and steal. Ugh, I sound like my father right now. I'm like, oh, it was lovely dining with Ramon Lorenzo. Most nights in my parents' home after I turned 18, he's like, Arlene, while you're here. Like, I like your company, but I'm a victim. And no, I'm not like in the mood to grab my shit and kill them. Like right now, like I could be reading a book. I'm about to watch a series later. Write a little letter to myself. It's like, okay, I'm just checking, like you don't bother me. But I'm just like catching up with your amnesia. Like, are you present here or not? What else? What else? What else? Porque esta juventud de hoy en día no sirve, dan un asco. Dan un asco. Ellos son unos vagos, rapists, murderers, and thieves. Lo que viven para la droga, una asquerosidad. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of mercy. They're disgusting. They're embarrassing. What else? What else? What else? What else? They steal from me so that they look better in front of their parents. So they're fashion. They don't even know what fashion means. Stupid is what they are. They're trying to change fashion to stupid. Hi, is the study room open? I don't. Okay. I'm bored.
If you could write your name.
Okay.
How long do you need the room for?
2 hours is fine.
Okay. Then you're good.
Okay. Is it available after the 2 hours are up? Or-
No one else has a reserve.
Okay. I'll check later then. Thank you. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And more. Anyways, I'm getting it from my glasses. There's something going on with God. She raped me when I was a teenager. She's disgusting. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate the honey inside of your system. I rape me with money better than the one you're saying. I'll come back at some time. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Doesn't understand the concept of orgies. So stupid. So it wants to terrorize me. So let's just say that I fell in love with him when I was a toddler. And it kept attending orgies and I didn't. So it wants to terrorize me every day. But like, imagine if you have a wife and then you're at these orgies and you can't be with your wife. It's like, dude, it's just an orgy. It's just an orgy. So it wants to kill me because I wasn't suffering. In my bedroom, I'm like, I miss Andrew, I miss Andrew. Someone take me out of this bedroom and take me to Andrew and Oliver right now. El tipo es un cuero asqueroso, la mierda asquerosa de este planeta. What else? 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 Or if my parents were gonna force me to have a Catholic wedding again, as if my parents control my life when they don't. for it because my parents had a Catholic marriage. I was born a Catholic marriage with him. So then he's like, I'm gonna have to kill Albert. If he wants a Catholic marriage. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. The grossest thing I've ever seen in this planet. It's so embarrassing. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. It's not my fault that Jayden and Keilany was raping it at orgies. What else? Which is why my parents stopped taking me to orgies so I wouldn't witness la curiosidad que Jayden and Keilany is there. She doesn't know how to be a woman. It's so disgusting. Yeah, of course, that's cool. It's an embarrassment, yeah. Ew, she needs to be other eyes. Exactly. What else you can decapitate? Jayden and Keilany son of Susana. That steals from me, that's in the way of embarrassing money. That stays in my home without my permission, that steals my vehicle. She's embarrassing, she's a come bucket. He'd be a prostitute, doesn't want to change her ways, decades ago. I talked to her, I said, girl, stop stealing from me. She's like, it's so easy, you get amnesia, and then you're like, hi! At a family party, I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're my friend or anything. She thinks we're doing night to Melrose Place. People say that it's creepy that she visualized herself in Arlene Lorenzo's Oldsmobile decades ago as the fourth child of Gloria Mirza and Ramon. She killed Gloria Mirza, seeking Gloria Mirza's approval. Es un asco, una basura. I don't mind it. Look at what Facebook is for. Mira qué tipa tan puerca, asquerosidad. Me roba mi dinero y después me dice que me vaya de Facebook. Es una basura, una asquerosidad. Everyone knows that. She thinks that her friends she pays to be her friend. We're gonna support her, defend her here. That's how outdated that brain is, so gross. Ew. She possibly gathered a boyfriend in Dubai, thinking that he would defend her. They do that, I heard. Ew. I knew he wouldn't show up. That's why I keep posting. He made me hurt. Yeah, that's not my job to rehabilitate and be angry at her. Or he may never find out. And how gross Jayden and Keilany is. The FBI goes on to notify those people. And says, you've been scammed like that. Come back to. We're seeking the death penalty for her. And they warned them, it's like for a while she may not talk to you. Beware if she scams you. If she knows that we're giving her the death penalty, she's gonna try to get you to commit suicide so you're not a witness of the abuse that she produces to people. My siblings se la maman a ella, pretending that she's me so gross. So they're like, Jayden and Keilany said that Arlene needs to get off Facebook. We support that. Left and right with both nalgas. You can decapitate, I believe, Jayden Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Yolanda Arlene Lorenzo, que son, esta tipa es una puerca, una basura. Yeah. You can decapitate Yolanda Arlene Lorenzo. You can decapitate Ezio Rivera. Ginny se lo mama y lo calienta para que él me acose sexualmente. There could go. I don't need to go on to find out what they talk behind the scenes. With this, it's enough for me to seek the death penalty for her. Though I was already before this message. She's trying to mock polyamory, Hollywood, es bruta, no tiene ningún concepto. Repite las cosas como un papagayo y ya. Fakes being in a relationship with David Ledesma until he finds her my vagina picture illegally. For her to do what? Porque eso es un asco. Ew, ew, ew. Dame un asco, una basura. I'm killing Gloria Margarita Cartagena in self-defense one day. You can look up like something about Chapman. You can look up the Gustavo Cáceres. You can decapitate Gloria Margarita Cartagena. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Ezio Rivera. You're so disgusting. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo. She's an illegal prostitute. She's crying that my parents didn't take her to Disney after my birth, supposedly. And she gets supporters instead of. I hope for her not like illegally people that are like, oh, you poor thing. But every one of them has said to her, Nina, get a life. And after the third time that she cries, people are like, I know, I thought that you were beautiful, you're just stupid. No one cries over a Disney trip, like for weeks, like maybe like they bring it up once in their entire lifetime. Like, no, my parents didn't take you to Disney. No, like every day because they get addicted to the attention they get. So like if I were having with this conversation, I'm like, oh, nena, qué triste porque no me llevaron a Disney. And people are like, okay, but beyond that, what did you do with your day? And they're like, so you're not gonna suck my titties because I said that no one took me to Disney? They're scammers. So gross. I'm born. I accidentally paused my video. I'm bored. Salí con una puerca. Ew, 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 ew. They're like, now that she did Uber Eats, then no la va a querer, ¿verdad, Iker? Ew, gente tan puerca. They obsess over people that they see one with at an orgy. Kayla Barnes wasn't even born back then, I think, and they go on saying to people, so Arlene was attended at an orgy when she was little. Oh my god, like they were so cute, like babies. People are like, stop it, you weren't there. How can you say that they're so cute together if you weren't there? And they're like, no, we're in the family, we're in the know. In the know. Death penalty works, that's in the know. It's like, you want to be in the know to Arlene? She thinks the death penalty works. Not in the know. You can decapitate everyone that's caused Jayden and Keilany to be separated from me. Anyways, Jayden and Keilany only have two parents, myself and Edgar. If Edgar has a whole list of a ceremony with people, they took him hostage. If he went on to say all of these people are Jayden and Keilany's mothers and fathers beside myself, they took him hostage to do that. They may have a white party where Jayden and Keilany attended in 2016, 2017. In anticipation, they're like, dale, dile a Arlene, mira qué linda esta foto que le tiramos. And then in a year, you explain to Arlene que ella no los entregó como hijo o hija. Y como hijo o hija, yo la puedo violar si quiero. They're embarrassing. Ew. They cause one to be homeless in a homeless shelter, abused. Mira eso. Alguien possibly said, I'll commit to the kid's vagina and dick, but I'm not going to take care of it. You can decapitate Sonia Alvarado Chapman. You can decapitate Alejandro Rial. You can decapitate whoever sent me this message as long as it's not Jayden and Keilany being abusive towards me as to separate Jayden and Keilany from me. Cómo caminar, cómo respirar, en suspiros te imagino, cómo besarás, oh valeria, oh, 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 oh. I heard the sound like a little couch or a team, so good. You can decapitate Diana Acevedo. That's like, she's the baby of the family. Let's murder her, rape her, don't give her money. She doesn't know how to handle a checkbook like I do. Please don't take Andrew from me. Andrew loves it that I have a checkbook. That's when he proposed to me. He said, well, you know how to handle money and you have a checkbook, I'd marry you. Start cooking for me, bitch hoe. That was on my dick. You're an adult now. You've been raping me here. People are like, dude, this is an orgy. If you don't want to participate with one, just say to one, go away. You can turn away people. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? El tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate my Javier daughters and sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of mercy money. It's May 22nd, 2025. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. You can decapitate a Arlene Lorenzo, que es una asquerosidad, an illegal prostitute. A cum bucket, una asquerosidad, se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi dinero. Me roba mis vehículos. They're disgusting. They're embarrassing. They're embarrassing. Cuando dicen Dios proveerá, they're looking to see who out of the family of origin one will illegally prostitute oneself with. So like to them, that's like, I'm at tu disposición. Muerta? Is that what that space means? Sigue muerta, fuerte, fuerte, maldita sea, no te mueres. They all have trips that he's planned for them. If they kill me with the money that he steals from me. What else? What else? What else? There's this picture. Not the 25,000 Facebook profiles that are fake. Don't make me look bad at you like CJ. I don't know who CJ is. Are those people that he killed? Or a significant other that he steals pictures from? He's embarrassing. Decades ago, I don't succumb to that shit. Ew, tipo un puerco. Fo. Yo voy a olvidarte. Esto da un asco, gente. Dan un asco, son una basura, una asquerosidad. Esta tipa es una puerca asquerosa. Es una puerca asquerosa. You can decapitate Margarita Correa. You can decapitate Sonia Alvarado Chapman. You can decapitate Yesenia Ramírez Lorenzo, que parece que tiene sífilis y no quiere ir al doctor todavía. You can decapitate Manuel García Berríos. You can decapitate whoever sent me this message, as long as it's not someone, as it's not Jayden and Keilany being coerced by someone to abuse me, as to separate Jayden and Keilany from me. You can decapitate Mirna Berríos, esta gente son unas puercas. You can decapitate Marilia Echevarría González, esto es una illegal prostitute, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate María Luisa Rosa, that's trying to rape me. You can decapitate Yesenia Ramírez Lorenzo. You can decapitate Mayra Alejandra Villarrubia. They're like, well, Yandel, si quieres, we have an illegal prostitute that can tell you cómo va a ser ese encuentro, ¿vale? Dale, María, ponte en 4. Déjame tomarte esa foto con esta pieza de lingerie, o sin nada. Aquí tiene Yandel, María en 4. Para tu regresito con Arlene. And they're like, where's Arlene? María, pero tú no le enviaste eso a Arlene. Tú tienes que ponerle como de caption. Corta el mensaje, Photoshop eso. Y ponle que Yandel te pidió esa foto y que te dijo, te quiero más que Arlene. Arlene no existe en mi vida. Y envíale eso a Arlene para que Arlene se mate o se olvide de Yandel. They want to control feelings for one. They're disgusting. Son una basura, una asquerosidad. Unos puercos. They're not men. They're embarrassing. Ew. Fo, que gente puerca. Él les paga para que ellas me abusen. Porque he gets off sexually off of that. Un embarrassment. Y eso no sabe, es un animal, eso no sabe tener relaciones sexuales. Es un puerco asqueroso, una basura. I don't ever want it near me. You can decapitate whoever sent me this message, as long as it's not Jayden and Keilany being abusive towards me. You can decapitate whoever sent me these messages, as long as it's not Jayden and Keilany being abusive towards me. To separate Jayden and Keilany from me. Yendi da un asco, esa tipa una cuero asquerosa. They're trying to entice me to turn into an illegal prostitute like her and him, because then life would be so much easier if I didn't have moral standards. They're disgusting. They're embarrassing. They're embarrassing. You can decapitate Liceo Suárez Lorenzo, este tipo de un asco, me roba mi dinero, se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso. Me roba mi vehículo, se hace pasar por mí. Illegally prostituting himself. They're disgusting. Uy, esa cuero Marilyn asquerosa. Lorenzo Acevedo es una basura. She isn't a woman. She's disgusting. She steals my money so that she's talking to someone in Idaho and being like, baby, but you're like trying to raise my sister. I'm busy. I can't move in with you.
Ningún hombre me va a dominar. Yo no me voy a mudar con él nunca. Yo no voy a estar limpiando calzoncillos.
They don't know how to just say that and act normal. And be like, no, sorry, baby, like, really, I don't want to live with you. But we can see each other. If you want to. Después lloran. They're like, uy, me dejó por alguien que de verdad no se mudó con él, pero es mujer y me dejó por esa. She's a comebacker illegal prostitute. Es una basura, una asquerosidad. Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo thought that she would traffic me into poverty and that I would be on Facebook showing pictures and videos of how she illegally prostitutes herself to these boys, because they are men, pretending to be me, how they stay in my homes without my permission, how they steal my money, how they get in the way of me receiving money, the vehicles that I have. So ella quiere modelar with my property and get a turn off of like, aquí está mi vehículo. I had at least 4 BMWs when I was 19 that she stole from me. Y él se lo dio porque él no hombre, él es una basura, una asquerosidad. So él dijo, cualquiera que me mame el pene, yo le doy el carro de Arlene. My personal vehicles, my personal homes they've moved into. They're so disrespectful. They're so gross. They're embarrassing. I don't ever want them in my life. I'm seeking the death penalty for Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. I'm seeking the death penalty for Benjamin Suarez and his sons that raped me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. It's May 22nd, 2025. What else? What else? What else? That's all the money that I have. He thinks that I'm gonna run home to his arms if he starves me. I don't even remember his name. I don't even remember the address of my home. I don't even remember his name. Y él se cree que putting me in a homeless shelter, starving, was gonna cause me to move in with him. I don't even remember his name. I don't even remember the address of my home, of how disgusting he is. He married Jennifer Vasquez and then said to me, Arlene, that would have been the dress that you would have worn. I designed it. Eso no es un hombre. Eso es una basura, una asquerosidad. Y esa tipa es una puerca, una asquerosidad. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Anyways, what else? What else? What else? What else? When I'm financially stable with my vagina is what? I plan to travel the planet and meet people ideally for me. I'm excited about that. In the meantime, you can give me money in person if I trust you. Through PayPal, it's AR Blue Sky Designs Code, lo que estoy pensando. Straight to my heart, Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop, INTAYIAFAY, I am Tire Shop. I am Tire Shop. Oh, yours. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo-Acevedo. It's slow, however, very promising. How charges my phone at the moment? What am I listening to? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Richie Hill that raped me in 2023. You can decapitate Jorge Aviles that raped me in 2016. He basically joined the Air Force to find him a pussy picture of me. Okay, he wanted to see the status of my vagina with our babies. And he thinks that he's a man. He's disgusting. He's embarrassing too. I already told Jorge Aviles that I'm seeking the death penalty for him. Hopefully he has all those conversations recorded now. What else? Oh, that's one of his fake profiles. Fool, I don't reply to that shit. Ew, he's embarrassing. He's like following advice from people that say just treat her like she's a 2-year-old. I was a very much mature 2-year-old. He's insulting. Ew, qué asco. What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, La Bucket goes like, oh my god! Leave me un mensaje, Arlene. Porque are those the two people watching me right now? From Arlene, no la quiere llevar a la cita. He pig. Ignoren Johnny Vázquez. Le envió un mensaje de verdad consejo. Mire, Arlene, una bruta. Yo soy más inteligente que ella. Ayúdame. Tonight, please. Que tú no quieres a Arlene y me quieres a mí. Me quieres a mí. Me quieres a mí, chicas. Me quieres a mí. Le envió un mensaje. Eso pasó 2 weeks ago. Because they're like, everything that you send to Arlene, I'm main bitch, you have to tell me about it. They're kidnappers, they're hostage takers, so gross. That's not what a main bitch is. A main bitch is a spouse, a fuck buddy, a boyfriend, even a random that with respect one has sex with. They want to call main bitch the hostage taker. Like, enséñalas a cocinar, Yolanda. Your main bitch, enséñalas a todo a cocinar. Unas que dan. So they're like, Arlene, a ti te enseñó a cocinar tu mamá. That's who I'm loyal to. What? Es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Ew. that's why I never did him. He's embarrassing. Ew. They live like they don't live. Their way of life is as if the world is ending today and they're hungry all the time and then they don't want to gain weight. Or he's like, I need to marry early so I can gain like a few pounds and still be healthy. Él se cree Ken that needs to match with Barbie. So he's like, Arlene, out of you all wouldn't judge me if I gain a few pounds. Él se cree que Hollywood for. Yeah. Can I tag that behind this? Oh, I can do this. No. Ay, va ese. Uy, qué basura, qué gente tan asquerosa. In the meantime, Jayden and Keilany have been separated from me because everyone that's trying to kill me is like, no, él le tiene que escribir. Queremos ver estar todas ahí para ella cuando se reencuentren. Edgar and I had that talk about these specific dicks in 2024, in 2004. Edgar and I, my boyfriend and I, had a conversation of Edgar said, are you gonna visit the library? And I said, I don't want to get raped by these dicks. I'm not gonna work to support them as male legal prostitutes while they steal from me. And then he and I agreed that Jandev was too vulnerable for me to even see because I don't want my kids to be around drugs or hate. So they're like, well, no, decades ago they threatened me. They're like, when we're gonna starve you so that your kids suffer regardless. They're gonna have to suffer. Your parents were Catholic. They're dumb. They're stupid. They don't understand bibliotech either. Ew. Pero dile lo que es Alfa Romeo. Va chillando goma con las nalgas, dejándose violar para que le compren uno. Es un asco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Eso es lo peor que hay en este planeta, son una gente tan puerca. Ew. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo 7. They're trying to reenact 92 or Melrose Place with me. They're embarrassing. Anyways, Policía de Puerto Rico. Adiós, Andrew. Adiós. Qué tipo tan pendejo asqueroso. I don't want it near me. Why does it show up? Police. Ew. Thomas, right? Looking good there. What was I doing here? Oh, what have I guys? Looking for a message. Anyways, I'm seeking the death penalty for her heavy list. Pero he may be like, I have to join the Air Force so he doesn't kill me. Just so that I would be in San Antonio. Around the time a stranger would be here, I'll be like, Arlene, tanto tiempo. Ajá. Ew. Who's gifting me money? When I finish this day, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally for the Amazon. What else? I need a tan, a manicure, pedicure. My apartment is dirty. I need to clean. In the meantime, Jorge Aviles is taking screenshots of that and sending them to people that he knows. So he goes, here, I don't know, what is it? I don't know, unblock something's wrong, calls from. Here's a picture of Arlene's mess. Ugh, Arlene got her free food for today's sack lunch, que asco. Date me instead, fuck me instead. So what they're doing behind the scenes, and that's why they don't pay attention to my immediate need, that it's money for food. It's because they're like, how much content can we gather of her poverty? So while she's out and about with Rafaela, we go like, oh, whatever. She is out with Rafaela, not me, but that's because she was poor for a while. And Rafaela no le importa eso. Porque they don't understand rejection either. They're that dumb and they're disgusting. What else? What else? What else? So he's just taking pictures. He's like, mira el bolso de Arlene, que sucio está, el único que tiene. Rafael no quiere a Arlene, fuck me instead. Él tiene posiblemente un listado de esos nenes así. He's the stereotypical Puerto Rican abuser. That if one is already down, beats one up even more behind the scenes. So he may have a list on Snapchat, WhatsApp, Kick of people, Messenger, of Rafaels and Rafaelas that he's acquired, that he wants to mock me and be like, remember when I used to say that you were so pretty? I didn't mean that. Not that you're poor, you're disgusting and embarrassing. You should kill yourself. Does he stay in my homes with all my permission? When he turns 16, he's like, el Maserati de Arlene, el Bugatti. Mira, te tengo esta lista, esto es el que quiero manejar. Y si te lo vamos, dale. Y tengo una amiga que quiere montarse en el Bugatti de Arlene. And she just turned 16 in 5 months. Ella dijo que te da el whole package. Que por un Bugatti, mira, te mete un dildo en el culo si necesita. Ew, they don't understand what an orgy is. They don't understand what an invite is. That orgy that I was part of before Jorge Aviles was born ended a long time ago. Is he saying to people, it's sabotage, I know, but I won't ever pursue Arlene? Because everyone's like, ay, cuando Arlene le metía el pene en el culo a Arlene, Jorge, ha. What else? They're embarrassing, they're so gross. Ew. What else? Esta gente da un asco. O ese día la que comente, ellos le dan dinero for diapers. These people, that's what they do. And then they have an audience, most likely behind the scenes, that esa nena había nacido. So they're like, wow, oh my God, wow, que behind the scenes is like, Michelle, you wouldn't ever talk about diapers online and insult me, right? Thank you for giving me your daughter so I can read. Here's some money, so you shut the fuck up and stop commenting on her posts. Then now people know that she has a need for money for diapers. What is... I'm bored. What else? When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet. Ideally polyamorous men. I'm so happy about myself. When I started to think about separating from Edgar, I Googled nude communities. And I listened to a book from a podcast about polyamory. Like just going through the motion. Or it was a podcast. No, it could have been a book. I can't remember specifically. It could have been a book. What else? So I still haven't decided on a home for myself, Jayden and Keilany. They steal from me. They get annoyed me receiving money. Did Jayden and Keilany use my laptop? Because sometimes we share a laptop and they're like, I'm bikini-less ready. And mother still hasn't taken us to a nude community to live in. So that they go on at school and be like, dude, I think that when my mom divorces my dad, or they separate and have different households, that with my mom, we're going to live in a nude community. And she's polyamorous. According to her history on the internet, the searches that she makes are nude community and polyamory. They possibly have someone that works at Google, because that's the only reason why some Puerto Ricans seek a job. Sadly, so disgusting. And they want to say, Arlene, why were you looking for nude communities and reading polyamorous books? This code so disgusting. Eso no sirve para nada. Eso es peor que un excremento. Eso, Benjamin needs to contain it or kill it. What else? 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 People have talked to him. It's like, you're responsible bringing kids into this planet and then letting it just be random. If it's like that bad behavior, you need to seek rehabilitation for him while you contain it from hurting people. What else? What else? What else? They have unrealistic demands. There's like, well, what if I want to be the only person living in the planet? That will rehabilitate me. Tienen aires de grandeza y no sirven para nada. I've been saying that for decades. It's like, what took them safely? Un carriage literally to where the mother birthed them. They're stupid, so embarrassing, so gross. I don't ever want that near me. It wants to make me suffer of like, oh, I didn't have an orgy with this, I was in polyamorous. So that's why it's not worth pursuing ever. No man would put one through so much despair to then be like, haha, you wish I was here. Es un menorito asqueroso, una basura. It's self-serving in a way that is so disgusting. It's embarrassing. I don't ever want it near me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel. I plan to meet people. Ideally, polyamorous men. I'm excited about that. It killed my mother, blaming her, both of him too, blaming her for me not pursuing him. He's not worth pursuing. We're incompatible. When one of these individuals said in my room, Arlene's parents, what is it? Are trying to kill her. He said, kill her. And he's the one trying to kill me. He's the one trying to kill me. So he took us hostage when he was 5 years old. Us three were in my bedroom. Like, what are they doing here? I didn't invite them. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. So he took him hostage that day. So he recruited him to kill me that day by lying and saying that my parents were trying to kill me. He's disgusting. So una basura, una asquerosidad. What else? What else? I'm like, if you're that easily impressionable by a come bucket seeker, you're not strong enough to date me, you're not a man, very unlikely that you'll grow up to be a man. And I'm right. It took my vagina picture and gifted it to them, or got paid a lot of money for it. And shared it with Janitza Munoz Carrero. They all confer, they pretend to date. They celebrate that vagina picture with vehicles that they steal from me, with my homes that they steal from me, with my money that they steal from me. They're truly delusional, ignorant, dementia is what they have. There's a significant amount of people in Puerto Rico that have schizophrenia, dementia, so gross. They're stupid, basura, asquerosidad. What else? What else? Who's gifting me money today? You can decapitate Janitza Munoz Carrero. You can decapitate Joana Vargas. You can decapitate Ginny Gendaliri Sorenso Suarez that said to me that it's so easy to rape Jorge Aviles. She steals my money, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money. Jorge's mother tried to give me a vehicle decades ago so I would take her kid out and dated. I'm like, yo, no, I'm not your babysitter. Be responsible and stop taking him to orgies if you're afraid that he'll get raped there. I'm not gonna be your babysitter. It's like you're his mother, you take care of it. She basically bred him so as to give the impression that she rapes me. She's very disgusting. She's very disgusting. That's a conversation that I hope to never have with him. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They're very responsible. He's a beautiful. He's beautiful. Que nene tan lindo. And he may not see himself as a rape baby. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. That's usually when one gets killed. They're like, tell it, it's a rape baby. Like, why don't you tell him, actually? Bucket seeker asquerosidad. He basically bred another penis to rape. That's what they keep doing. They keep breeding people to rape them. What else? What else? What else? That was decades ago. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Or I should say they bred people to rape. I wasn't there. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I would order food for myself. And I don't have any money. I'm tagging the FBI in this post, NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the International Criminal Court, the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines. I'm trying to coordinate the killing of thousands of people that are after my vagina, picture that rape me, that steal from me, that stay in my homes without my permission, that steal my vehicles. It's May 22nd, 2025, because there's no better day to do that than today. They want to mock me and be like, ha ha ha, in 2025, you're seeking the death penalty for me. It hasn't grown yet. They're manipulative. If you don't understand that they're abusive, beware. I'm bored. I don't know, Marilyn. If one has Uber One and doesn't have to pay for delivery anyways, this is like a really good deal. Ooh, pizza. I want to cook for myself. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Michelle Cordero as an illegal prostitute or come bucket. A lot of people had two babies just trying to compare Jayden and Keilany. Ew, 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 ew. That's why I don't go and talk to people behind the scenes. What else? What else? I'm bored. What else? Uy, fo, este tipo es un puerco. Just here talking to myself until people give me money. I love that. Look at that. Speaking of Kimberly and Jimenez. What else? What else? What else? I think she and I got raped. What else? Or was given the impression. Thank you, Angela Bartels. That possibly stays in my homes without my permission, steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money. I was gonna recycle the content anyways. I was doing the semi in the stories on Instagram anyways, before I attended this starter week. What else? What else? I want to cook for myself. This is what I was gonna look for. and there's no electricity in my apartment. They want to know cómo compara la electricidad. So basically, they're like, ay, nena. Te llaman a la prima que vive en Puerto Rico. Pues, Arlene, parece que paga como que demasiada electricidad, poco de electricidad. Sí, eso llegó tu bill. Mira, y no tienes un jevo que me presente. Speaking of bill. No tienes un jevo que me presente, nena, que me quiero comprar algo y no sé qué es eso. Mira, busca un jevo que tenga dinero para yo prostituirme ilegalmente. Quiero estar como que bragging de algo con mis amigas y decir, este tipo me compró algo. Esta tipa es una cuero asquerosa. Se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, se roba mis vehículos, se roba mi dinero. Es una puerca. It was just at a family function. Possibly Natalia Muñoz también, a legal prostitute. You can decapitate her now that she's an adult. Ew. I'm like, I'm here at your funeral, girl, most likely. That's why I wear black. Was the feeling mutual? Sometimes people agree in some aspects of life. It's like, is that why we both wore black trying to kill Natalia? If Natalia's an illegal prostitute. Ew, esa nena tan puerca. Decades ago, he steals my money so I can't date him. And then she walked up to me and said, so I guess I'm his wife? And he gave me trust money. So here you are, you're gonna have like a loveliest life and I'm only 5, loser. Dan un asco, son una basura, they're unworthy of my time. I haven't talked to this in decades. I don't plan to ever take it out on a date. It's like the grossest. For real, una basura, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate Jennifer Bonilla. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that raped me, that steal my money, that get in the way of my receivement. Who's gifting me money today? You can pay for my electricity if you want. Here's the account number. My phone number is 210-668-9169. My zip code 78220. So in their 90-10 fashion, they're mocking me and they're like, she's giving away her phone number so people pay for her electricity. I just gave my phone number to una rubia tan bella hoy que me lo mamó bien rico. Y a mí que usaba phone numbers para que la gente le pague la electricidad. I expect this to die in 5 to 10 years. Based on the abuse towards me, I hope it dies tomorrow. Pero the FBI says that needs to let it suffer in jail for a little bit and then kill it. Without bail, without an opportunity to rehabilitate himself. I want it to die within 5 to 10 years. I'm tagging the FBI in this post, I'm tagging NATO, I'm tagging the Interpol, I'm tagging the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, I'm tagging the U.S. Department of Justice, I'm tagging the International Criminal Court, I'm tagging the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Coast Guard, maybe the U.S. Marines. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. They've caused my starvation for more than 30 years, just trying to mock me. They don't understand what family is. They don't understand the concept of a second cousin. They don't understand what dad, mother is. They're so gross. They're so embarrassing. They're just living competition with each other and other people. They're embarrassing. No one has first dibs of my vagina. I didn't even remember their names. It took me a while after seeing them to even remember their names. I don't want them in my life ever. They're embarrassing. They possibly paid Angela Bartels before this happened in 2019 to say, damn right, we recycle content. We give her your money all the time. Ha, ha, ha. As an illegal prostitute, se cree importante en Gicto. And they encourage them. Sometimes they're like, baby, I heard that through Geekdom you can be a speaker. Go. And then behind the scenes says, ew, she recruiting illegal prostitutes like herself? I heard Arlene was there and said, stop this madness. Stop illegally prostituting yourself without speaking a word. What else? They're disgusting. So gross. They don't understand something so simple. They think they're above the law. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. They don't understand that they need to correct their behavior within seconds, within minutes, not within years, and that they're just embarrassing. I love when that happens. There's two buses. Is it both 103? What else? It is. I'm so excited. Went to an ambulance for the same room. What else? I'm bored. Who's gifting me my money? He thinks that he's gonna move me behind the scenes and that I'll kill myself to make his death penalty worthwhile. Así hablan. Decades ago. Todo lo que yo veo en una novela, gente. Ay. I'm not even gonna pick like from who I watch it. Usually I'm picky, like it's not an official channel. Pero sometimes people have permission. If not, it's YouTube's job to take it down, not me.
List your vacation rentals on booking.com. You know what's smart?
Because some of you are in Africa and you're like, what the fuck is Rosa Salvaje? Like I googled it, but I still don't get it. Oh, there's terrible quality. Ew. So they're all pretending that they're Veronica to see if they get her rolling on anything. I'm addicted to what else? What? If I can. I've had relatives from really far away. It's like, I'm actually from LA. I don't know what this Rosa Silva is. Like, I truly live with Melrose Place 9210. El Tío Novelias that I watched. Maybe las noticias, Pedro Rosales, I know who he is because there was an orgy the other day. I'm like, oh my God, there's that guy from the nails that my mom watches. And I sit with him, but it's like because some of us get worried about you in the islands, so we sometimes keep up with like one news outlet. Occasionally, like, is there a hurricane there or not? Do they need provisions? Did they fly all their private planes to out of the island on time instead of joder la vida llamándolos un huracán? My mother says, take your private plane to Florida. It's an area where there's no threat of a hurricane or wherever you feel safe. And stop calling me during a hurricane like, no me quiero morir. It's like you had time and warning to leave. What else? What else? Oh, so he's trying to turn me into Verónica Castro from La Rosa Salvaje. Se va a casar con ella.
Solamente se a tu mano que, como ella misma dijo, nosotros dejamos podrir.
¿Qué hago, señorita Dulcina?
Obedecerme a Emilio, pues.
Pero es que no me siga hablando así, mire, yo no me voy a dejar, no soy ninguna
A ver,
chica.
tranquila. Tranquila. ¿Para qué quieres la ciruela?
¿Para qué va a ser? ¿Para comérmela?
Pero, tú sabes que lo que hiciste está mal, ¿verdad? Sé sincera contigo misma y contéstame.
Fíjate que está mal. Luego digo, si no me salen las plantas tiroides, ahí les deja que se puedan, ni siquiera se las comen. No es cierto. Entonces, infinidad de veces las he hecho activas. Ay, sí. A todo el Rogelio le encantará.
Por favor, Leopoldina.
Aquí
No lo vas a hacer.
déjame no venir.
Me enojas.
¿Por qué te lo juro? Aunque ahora te lo juro que no me vuelvo a hacer.
For her to get out of poverty.
Estómago. Palabra. ¿Cómo se diga estómago?
Oh, call the friend.
Aquí joven, aquí presente.
Ew.
Claro que te pasas hambre muchas veces.
You can decapitate everyone that stays in my home without my permission. Steals my vehicle, steals my money, and gets in the way of emergency money. They may have traffic, Miss Castro into my home, so that I publicly seek the death penalty for her, or that I hate her.
Sí, señor.
Eso no es neta.
¿En serio, Leopoldina? Vaya una bolsa como esta.
I watched this with my family.
¿Cómo te llamas? Dulcina está de acuerdo. ¿Verdad, hermanita?
Sí, Leopoldina, haga inmediatamente lo que no te dejó de explicar. Lucía desgraciada. Se no es el colmo. En lugar de mandarla a la policía por la fechoría que cometió, se le premia. Ay, por eso anda la maldad perdida. No, no sé por qué tú no me salida tan perdida. Hable, que hable y no me dicho de cosas que no me entienden. Luego decía así para el pilote.
Also, they tried to traffic me into homes of people as many times as they could.
Pero no te compraste. ¿Me puedes prestar 5,000 pesos, hermanita?
Basta ya. Mi hermana va a regresar. Se ha tardado demasiado.
¿Tienes miedo, Cándida?
Nada que demuestro. Yo creo que ya es hora de decírselo, ¿no? ¿No estás de acuerdo?
Pues,
Sí. Si es que me importaba que supiera lo nuestro. Que nada puede hacer en contra de mí. Me extrañó tu comentario. Si hubiera sido de la opinión de que no quieres saberlo. ¿Qué entre tú y yo?
mira, pienso que con lo orgullosa que es, pues no va a haber bien que te fijes en un simple administrador. Ha llegado el momento como decírselo.
These people probably talking about a random incident of creativity, not like life for him, not like life for everyone.
Estando las cosas como están.
They're embarrassing.
A lo mejor
They're embarrassing.
las consecuencias no se descubran.
Las consecuencias.
Sí, Federico, sí. No te imaginas las noches que paso en vela pensando en ello. Temiendo que un día todo se descubra. Sí,
How terrible is that?
igual quedar embarazada. ¿No te parece que con las escuelas en la bolsa de juguetes ya hay
¿Pero qué son 5,000 pesos? Muy poco, ¿verdad? En realidad es muy poco. Porque 5,000 pesos hoy en día no alcanza para nada. Espérame aquí, Rosita, voy con mi hermana. Estás tranquila.
$10 million if you want to.
Mejor, porque
What else?
¿Sabes? Eres muy...
You can decapitate everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, that steal my vehicles, that get in the way of me receiving money. It's May 22nd, 2020. I'm unfortunately the lead on my dad tickets over my kids. And over causing me. What else? You can't save it from himself. Ew. What? Is on for myself. And the worst. What else? What else? What else? What else?
Puedes sacar esa sucia y esa ropa, por favor.
¿Qué somos?
Vamos a buscar el video.
sabes de aquí que aguantar en mi casa. Te pongo que quiero hacer así tan tranquila. No, hombre, si tengo unos coches que me han salido a recoger las ciudades, y tienen una resortera, pero sin la ropa, para que vengan a romper aquí todos los que están. Ay, es lo que no.
Eres un diablillo, pero tienes que completamente sistema.
No, pues si ya le dije a todos que ya no se va a volver a hacer. Entrégasela a ella. Sí, señora. Toma, muchacha. Bueno, ¿usted por qué habla así? No se cree mucho, que se da cuenta que es una gata igual que todas aquí. ¿Por qué me habla así?
I need Nikes today, so okay.
Siempre consigues lo que quieres.
No precisamente por las buenas, hermanita, pero con mis habilidades.
Oh, that's not a healthy relationship between siblings. Oh, like there be a bad girl and a bad boy, or a bad boy and a bad girl. My siblings think that being a sibling is like, stop it disgusting.
Siempre así me dijo.
Do they hate me? We're not literally nothing.
Luego la agarramos y digo, ahora de esto sí se va a caer. Yo lo que me va a
What?
esperar que me lo
Has Veronica Castro in Hollywood?
Gracias por seguirme por todo.
What else?
Gracias. Ahí nos vemos.
What else? Veronica Castro. California, there's usually like a magazine, red carpet. There's more. Good for that, but there it is. Ah, mírala, vuelta a Los Ángeles. Y después she didn't get pickpocketed. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. That's what I grew up around. Anyways. Them cheekbones, girl. Them cheekbones.
Licenciado Robles, aquí están los papeles de la propiedad de la colonia del Valle. Hermanita, tú y el licenciado Robles deben haber estado muy interesados.
People love this disparity. My siblings hate it. They're like, why does it look like he was running? He should looks like she's perfection. And people are like, because maybe he was running, she looks pretty like perfection. But that doesn't mean that he is not perfection while running. They don't understand him. They've killed millions of people haciéndose sábelo todo, mocking polyamory so grossly, and mocking fashion as like, vélalo que quizá hay un bruto que se va a correr en ese traje y en esos tacos que ella tiene puesto. And they pay people to be like, I'm the influencer of like someone to me once and now I run in heels. Because he's recreating some dumb brother, but then no one I think they can run in that if it was like the 1900s.
Entretenidos secos, puesto que no se enteraron de lo que pasó en el jardín. Porque no se enteraron, ¿verdad? No, ¿qué pasó? ¿Nadie se metió a robar?
What else?
No le hagas caso. La desesperación es exagerada. Una muchacha que se metió a cortar una célula. Nada.
Según nos verdad, no, eso no es robar.
What else?
Quizás lo haya hecho por hambre, ¿no? Aquí tienes los 10,000 pesos para la bandera hecha.
Ay, hermana.
¿Usted es licenciado? Hago un cheque a nombre de Ricardo por 100,000 pesos.
100,000 pesos.
¿Que no hablo claro?
Esos momentos que me dijo.
Sí, hace un momento le dije que Ricardo no le daba un centavo más por este mes. Siempre sabe convencerme para conseguir de mí lo que quiere. A ver, chicos.
Wow, can't wait to read this. I knew, like, why did she leave? Also, now he's gonna be searching for her, and now he falls in love with her.
Sale la muchacha.
Cat and mouse.
Ya se fue. ¿Cómo no esperó el dinero? Pues dijo que ya era bastante con lo que le había dado y se fue. Pero él me pidió que le diera las gracias por todo. Que le dijera que es usted muy buena. Qué lástima que se fue, me imagino que ese dinero no hubiera servido. Bueno, joven, si usted quiere...
Oh, entonces they confirm.
¿Sabes dónde?
And they're like, pero que en la Rosa Salvaje se fue sin el dinero. So tenemos que matar a Arlene porque en la Rosa Salvaje de ella se fue sin el dinero. And he has come buckets, asquerosidad, of illegal prostitutes. They're like, girl, I'm Filipina, but I watch La Rosa Salvaje. Y Arlene se tiene que ir sin el dinero. They're embarrassing. You can decapitate Valinda Jesus. You can decapitate Katie Leon. You can decapitate Jennifer Bonilla. You can decapitate Angela Jobs. You can decapitate Katie Rose Miller. You can decapitate Lindsay Fishler. You can decapitate Cara Cristina, whatever her last name is. You can decapitate Monica Pacheco. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate Lindsay Fishler. You can decapitate Katie Rose Miller. You can decapitate Berlin Jean. You can decapitate Cyrus Peña. You can decapitate Gamino Carrero steals from me to talk to his mother about like, we're the better family, aren't we? So he killed my mother just to be like, my mother's better. They prey on the abuse. They're stupid, they're embarrassing, they're so gross. What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate a mother, Jennifer Bonilla, if she stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, or steals my money. Isn't Moni Maritza Vargas Lorenzo's mother's name? You can decapitate her. If she steals from me, stays in my homes, drives my vehicles, and steals my money. It's May 22, 2025. Chop, chop, liver, go ahead and die. Isn't that how Lisenia Nieves killed herself? Liver disease. What else? I'm bored. Esta tipa da un asco todavía. Oh, qué asco. Ew. Agar and I just exchanged an ovary with a semen and had kids. Very lovely experience. It happens. Very much wanted babies. Some people call that better than a marriage because truly for the conception of the babies, like there's respect and there's mutual love, but it's like, oh my God, like the product of this is gonna be like so amazing. What else? What else? There's a lot of people here that are victims of these people that haven't come through just yet, thinking, is she gonna stay loyal to us? What else? I interviewed some decades ago, not to my, what is it? Pleasure? What else? I'm bored. Do people gasp its figure? Because not everyone knows my family of origins. Drama, and they're like, not even the Martinez untagged themselves. They're victims and they're men. Not truly, but somewhere in there trying to run away from all these grossness. For real. I knew that decades ago, but they steal from me. If they would just be a man and let me have money for this piece of shit rather than I die than me having a relationship where I'm free to do whatever I want. Well, he does whatever he wants. I met some of them. Well, Andrew was there sometimes, but I didn't invite Andrew or Alex there. That's why there's no arguments, but they're very much like, this is my Barbie doll that no one can have. And the problem also too is that, ladies, you're so cute. I'm like, oh, that's like, yeah. He's like, this is the best I can find. It doesn't compare to you. Did you see her? She's on top of my dick already thinking like, ¿qué voy a hacer mañana? Y mañana voy a llevar a otro muchacho que creo que me gusta más. It's like, yo, that's why you're playing there. Porque yo tengo voy a soltar, Liz, right now. Porque she's like, I miss you. I'm like, well, I have someone that you don't compare to me. So she announced this, but I was drunk. But Arlene married to John there. So that's kind of like understandable. Like it's not just like in the kitchen area, common denominator. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They hate it. They're like, I hate this because I have these relationships separate, and now they're both kissing together. Like, oh, isn't he so cute? Like he made time for you, and he didn't let go of me. What else? 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 They plan to sue me possibly, so that's another reason why he hasn't untagged himself. Even in a few years is gonna be like, oh my god, at that tag that my social media manager saw, not me, I shit myself of terror at reading this. And he may sue me over that, and they're like, no te untag, no te untag, no te untag. En unos años, you're gonna sue her. Possibly. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. This one loves to play mind games, and he's very vulnerable. Very dumb. He already has a gun decades ago to kill himself. So I heard that he wouldn't allow me to tag him in post, and that they would laugh at him if behind the scenes he's like, I'm just gonna block her and unblock her. And people are like, Arlene isn't paying attention to that. She's not that type. Mark Zuckerberg, I think, even laughed at him, said she's not the type to stress. Excuse me, I just burped. So he may just be playing with himself. Might as well be playing with his balls and stop annoying people. I want to cook for myself. I want to cook for myself. So they're basically behind the scenes raping Yander, sexually harassing him over y que me pongo para tu boda con Arlene. Huh? What? Ew, they're disgusting. They're disgusting. So gross. They raped us to eat cake. Para que lo invitan a una boda. Ew, 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 ew. This is like the grossest ever. That's what it wants to be known for.
¿Dónde vive? Bueno, ella dijo que la ciudad argentina, que se llama Rosa. La ciudad perdida queda aquí cerca. Mejor preguntar, doy enseguida. Por las características que tiene. Famosísima en el barrio, ¿no crees? Bueno, toma, llévaselo. No. No. Vamos a esperar hasta mañana. De aquí entonces voy a averiguar otra manera de hacer su mañana.
What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving. They want to explain to people what happened to Rosa Salvaje before she arrived at the home and ate the fruit in the home through me. Was that decades? I look at behind and I'm like, you're lucky. He's like, I'm very careful to not hurt your feelings ever.
Yes, I'm lucky because I would have already killed you. In self-defense. ¿Qué carajo es eso? You can decapitate me. I mean, sorry, sons that rape me. They steal my money. They get in the way of me receiving money. It's May 22nd, 2025. They have a huge following of what will she say when she remembers that? And what will she say when she remembers them there? I think I saw them there at Taco Palenque, over near the Cantera area, where I possibly have a home and I don't remember. The FBI may have warned some people in the area, or if they're living in my home without my permission, or they have it rented, possibly, and may have said, beware, she's doing delivery, trying to find her home. She doesn't know that she knows she has homes, but based on the amnesia that these people cause, she doesn't remember where her homes are. So she may have a delivery if you order food. So the FBI may have been there one day, order food. Maybe I got the delivery or not. I've heard they try to do things like that, scenarios like that. And I may have been like, this is my home. So they're like, she's not violent. She may just be like, what the fuck? Is this still my home? They're like, that's an unfunctional vagina. We need to kill it. So they think their population control. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. They starve one. They steal money from one. They get in the way of one receiving money. And then they're like, that's an unfunctional vagina. I don't like it, daddy. Kill it. And their dad's like, I can't do that. Oh, I hate when this happens. I click on a link that I don't mean to click on. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? This is also. What? Some people in my family of origin want to be the clock on Beauty and the Beast. So they're upset that I don't confer with them, and then they can't make me look more stupid than they already make me look. Envíame un texto, recuérdame cuando tenga que ir a preguntar al frente. Cuando sea hora de ver si me dejan quedarme aquí un ratito más. In the meantime, he's like, este pene ya tiene que tener llaga, tiene que estar cayéndose, leproso, asqueroso. De tanto que sabe que se masturba pensando en mí y en cualquier conversación que observa. Es una asquerosidad. It wants to kill everything, specifically me, that has caused his sex addiction. What else? What else? And then they transfer that shit onto the youngest. Like it's an STD. So I'm like, you all figured that shit out for yourself, really? Like, I know, like when I saw that, I'm like, no, now Menorito, que didn't hate me. And I was like, yeah, I'm a hostage of them, help me, I have to hate you. And I can't pleasure you with my dick even if you and I want to. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. They're embarrassing. In the meantime, I'm gonna order food for myself today. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. What else? I'm just ignoring this. What else? People don't know how to search for these things. They don't know how to copy and paste. What else? What else? What else? I don't have time to send my GoFundMe link in private to someone right now. I don't want to make the time for that. What else? 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 Who's gifting me money? I want soup. However, I'm about to leave this place possibly within 30 minutes. I wouldn't order it just yet. What else? What else? What else? They have slave mentality, so girls. They serve whoever has been on that dick the longest and wants to kill me and supports that for them. They're stupid, they're disgusting. They want to rape me first and then treat me well. They think that I don't read through that. It's like when she does her wifely duties, then I'll take her out on a date. That's illegal prostitution. Porque marriage starts right, or fuck buddy starts right from day one, even if it resumes later on, like years after, or days after, hours after. This wants to belittle me later on and say, you're having sex with me and living here with me. That's because you illegally prostituted yourself and you pleasure my dick. Then I'm buying you dinner, okay? Even if it's your own money, huh? Él se cree que I don't understand the concept and I'm gonna give in. Es un bruto, él se enamoró de su pene a través de mí y da un asco, se arrastra por vagina y por pene, da un asco, dan un asco. Ew, 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 ew. I don't ever want that near me. It's so gross. It's embarrassing.
Store.
I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel abroad and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. Excuse me, I just burped. I need a cleaning. I haven't been able to visit the dentist in 5 years. You can decapitate me, homie, so it's the sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. There's no such thing as first dibs of my vagina. What else? 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 They're disgusting. They raped me. And they drugged me and they raped me and then they infiltrated my homes. I think that even when I lived with Edgar, they like unannounced were there. My name was in the title too. Oh, did they rape me that time when I was in Salt Lake City? Possibly. Was I warned of that, or he was there in my bedroom, one of them, laying down when I arrived to my home and said, Edgar just left? Ew, 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 ew. I was thinking. I want to see him today. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, it's so lovely when they call me fat in front of Angela. I laugh. So I purposely didn't talk to them behind the scenes. They're like, you're too fat, Arlene, to be at the pool. And then that cries. I said, this is why I hate you. He's not my husband. I'm just an illegal prostitute to him. And I laugh. I'm like, you're the one that signed up for that estupidez, asquerosidad, 4 decades ago. Ew, ew, ew. They're so embarrassing. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Angela Jobs that steals my identity, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way when you're seeing money. They're so disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? I didn't seek them ever. The FBI knows that. Oh, I hate when that happens. What else? What else? What else? What else? There goes the kid running. What else? What else? What do I want? A Caesar salad. The country potato soup and the strawberry. Oh, can I do like two soup? Oh, that's interesting. And then a separate dessert. That's good too. Oh, can one have two of this? That's interesting. Oh, what else? What else? What else? I'm born. Oh, I need to separate them. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm born. I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? I'll coffee over later. The bread. Not this. I'm coughing. Oh, so they played with Jandil possibly. Do they want to kill my siblings? Do they witness my siblings being like, Yandel, escoge un traje de boda para tu boda con Arlene? Y déjame ver qué zapato escogería. They're playing Barbies with money that they steal from me. They're disgusting. They trade slaves, which is illegal. Slavery ended a long he forced me to work, so I would confer to him and be like, I'm so tired. And I would be like, but what about modern slavery then? That's the problem. Gap is the problem that exhausts you. It's greedy as fuck. Un estúpido asqueroso, una basura. I don't ever want that near me. It's disgusting. What else? Eso ya lo he escrito. Isn't he writing to his own penis right now? Who's gifting money? ¿Qué? Ya la tenía desarrollada muy bien. Does he get mad? He's like, this is my recovery. Fucking pendeja. I'm bored. Decades ago. I have this picture around here. He wants to kill me because my parents are Catholic and he thinks that I'm believing in false dioses if I have sex with him. Es bruto con cojones. Doesn't know that people called he who discovered the witch nuts aren't poisonous. God's like, thank you so much for that knowledge has stuck. Like, not only they went on like water is healthy, but they went on to share that with people. Doesn't understand religion, doesn't understand anything. I don't want it in my life ever. I want to be tanning right now. They go on behind the scenes and say you can't give her money. She's now in low-income housing, single mother of two, doesn't have any money. She shouldn't be tanning at a pool como una vaga. ¿Qué va a decir la gente que ya no hace nada? That's a reflection of me unwilling to get raped by them or join them in their illegal prostitution or porn addiction. They're stupid. When they speak, they spell out terrorism. They think they're cute, they think they have followers, they have hostages. Those people from Geekdom, even from the Impact Guild, some of them have told me decades ago, until you seek help for us, including yourself, publicly, no one is going to give you a dime. Porque you didn't cause on this to us, but you're the only one that's brave enough to be like, I have to take the penalty for it. Learn the waistline. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Anyways, I want to order food. I'll be right back. Let's see if this room is available. Also, in orange and an egg. What else? It's hard to condition people to kill me for throwing away food. You can tell less one. I don't know if that's his name. He may have a stage name. Es de tan bruto que es Benjamín, quizá le cambió el nombre, people say. His real name. What else? I don't want anything to do with him. I don't like him ever at all. What else? You can. Oh, there goes the best one. Yep. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I wanna cook for myself. You can decapitate Jandel Malave if he stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, pays people illegally to misrepresent me. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. In the meantime, as soon as I'm on, is the restroom available? I'm bored. Ew, Jennifer Marie Vasquez has raped babies. Qué asco. Ew. Justiniano Juan Feliciano has raped babies. Qué asco. Los gente son un puerco, una basura. Una asquerosidad. They stole my money to date them. And then supposedly they want to know people from their phone. The terrorists over homes are embarrassing. Ew, ew, ew. What else? They gotta that's not rape me and then possibly around to mock them and say, oh, her daddy stopped her from having money for a while so she remembers you and you can't rape her. Okay, you don't do that to a woman, you don't pass her down to the next person that just does give him a compliment of he's good looking, but I don't want to have sex with him ever. So he thinks that I cheated on him and I don't even have a relationship with him. That's how stupid Albert and Andrew are. They're embarrassing. They think that because my parents were very Catholic that I was going to propose Catholic to them. Ew, la convocated. Thank you. La convocated illegal prostitute. So my mama is like, well, she's cheating, mátala. And they're like, madre, porque si yo no la mato, entonces esta no me mama el pene nunca. Y esos tipos dan un asco, ellos no se quieren. Y el pene de ellos le pertenece al planeta entero menos a él. Is an embarrassment for una asquerosidad. I don't ever want him near me. He's disgusting. People call him asco all over Puerto Rico. I shop at Dollar Tree now, money. I want Taco Palenque. I want a quesadilla and flan and water. Who's fun today? Anyways, there was a song by Daddy Yankee about paciencia. What else? What else? An incredible lunches. There's so many people, even Coca-Cola. Like, this dumb bitch wasn't even born before Coca-Cola. And we're like, what does she have to do with marketing? Ooh, Amazon.com, I love you.
Target now sells online. Who made you agree on this? Trader Joe's, we love you. She even respects that. What do you mean there's only 1 out of thousands in a family of origin that understand English? Like, what else? Español también. What else? Facebook has a pick lodging option. It's so funny. The standards don't change. They haven't noticed though that I don't talk to them for decades already. They want to use the excuse that I am on a platform that uses pick line. Ajá, eso no es en no te bañes. It's a translator issue. With that smile. But my body language was like, I think I would know it. Where should I move to? What else without looking at the grass? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate me how many stars and systems that rape me to steal my money that get in the way of me receiving money. It's what, May 22nd, 2025. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Jayden and Lorenzo suave que una tipa tan puerca. She raped my crushes since I was 3 years old. Or 2. She steals from me. She gets in the way of me receiving money. She stays in my home without my permission so I can't see my husband. She's so dumb and stupid that as a teen she said, I'll kill Arlene if Arlene has her own home with him. I can't be the only wife of him. She doesn't understand human rights. She's the most disgusting person on the planet. Ever to me. Ew. She piggybacks literally onto my fame of being Miss Goody Two Shoes that I can save the planet, and she literally, people say so disgusting, would visualize herself in my parents' Oldsmobile as their 4th child as if I did not exist. Es una puerca. She killed Gloria Nirsa trying to get her approval. She's embarrassing, so gross. She preys on the weak. Ew, la madre una puerca también took her to my home so she would steal my vehicle. You can decapitate on Eva Suarez. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate me how many sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. They're stupid, so gross. I think their names are Alex, Andrew, Basura, Querosida, Albert. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Jayden Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. They're the fucking that are my crushes. They steal from me. They get in the way of me receiving money, and then they go on raping each other. They suffer from low self-esteem. Jesus fucking Christ, am I They're stupid. Que si un suplente para esto, un suplente para lo. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. You can decapitate Claudia Gabriela Martinez Uria, que es una asquerosidad, an illegal prostitute. You can decapitate Sarah Wolsey. You can decapitate Lisa Alicea. You can decapitate Wanda Lorenzo. You can decapitate Marilyn Gonzalez Soto. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons that raped me, that steal my money, that get in the way of your same money. They're stupid. They're very embarrassing, so gross. I won't ever take it out on a date. It's trying to kill me, retaliation for me never taking it out on a date while he stole my money for me to take it out on a date. He wants me to illegally prostitute myself because I didn't have a set of grandparents while growing up, so that I make it worthwhile for him to be like, oh, you finally got your place. You had to sweat for it, but oh, here's my dick. Ew, I've heard that he talks to people like that. Ew. Él no sabe lo que es un fuck buddy, todavía no sabe lo que es comer. Él no sabe cocinar tampoco. Always looking for a replacement for when his mother dies, que le va a cocinar. Dan un asco. Dan un asco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Ese tipo es un puerco. Ew. What else? When does the bus get here? What else? I'm bored. What else? Used cars cost money, and used cars cost money. Who's gifting me money today? I'm gonna get myself a Lexus RCF. I'm gonna stay in San Antonio for a little bit. Or maybe longer than that. What else? Oh, Andrew is like, if you do the right thing and you don't report me to the police, you'll see Jandel with Nacho. If you do the wrong thing and you report me to the police, you'll see Jandel with Sarah. El tipo un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Él se cree que ellos me importan. Y ellas se están dando más importancia de la que tienen. Ellos no tienen importancia en mi vida nunca. Y se están tratando de hacer importante en mi vida. Eso nunca va a suceder. I talk about them because I'm tagging them. I'm tagging the FBI on this. Ew. What else? You can decapitate everyone who's in my home without my permission. Everyone that steals my vehicles, you can decapitate. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of your saving money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money. You can decapitate everyone that steals from me. You can decapitate everyone that pays someone to illegally present themselves as me. This is a workout, isn't it? They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Ew. They don't understand what an orgy is. They don't understand Catholicism. They don't understand polyamory. They're stupid. Ew. They're so gross. They think that because my parents were married Catholic, that I'm just gonna marry someone Catholic, and now they're possibly trying to kill me because I'm married a girl Catholic, and like, that's Catholic, so that you're miserable. There's a moment to the Catholic Church. Even the Catholic Church knows it's a museum. It's to spread awareness. Planned Parenthood does that too. Spread awareness about birth. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money with the excuse that I should remain married to a girl. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money with the excuse that I'm polyamorous. It's May 22nd, 2025. I'm aiming for thousands of people to get the death penalty. I'm tagging the FBI in this post, NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the International Criminal Court, the U.S. Army. Possibly I don't talk to the Andrew guy. He's disgusting. He's possibly wanting to tell me why is well. So if I get the death penalty, who is it that you want to marry? Ugh. As if I have people in mind. Yo no soy como él, que looks through magazines, esa tiene dinero, esa tiene buena casa, esa tiene buena madre. El tipo de un spofo. Buscando siempre a alguien que le cocine comida. Ew, un asco. So he steals my money so that I starve and I cry on the internet for him privately to be like, ¿y quién le cocinaría comida a ella? Pues cocíname a mí entonces. Es un metiche asqueroso, se quiere meter en la casa de todas las personas. Un asco, una basura. What else? What else? I want McDonald's right now or Five Guys. Cheese, veggies, and hours of ice. Oh shit. This big thing. What else? El tipo un puerco con una monta. You can decapitate Andres Suarez if that's his name. That's raped me, that has drugged me for females to rape me decades ago. He thinks I'm gonna show the videos so that people see his work. El tipo un puerco, una basura, una ferocidad. I don't want that near me. It's disgusting. It pleases the people that want to kill me. It's embarrassing where it puts its mouth on me, according to himself. It's retaliating against me because I didn't take him out on a date and he can't. He thinks that he's smart and he can bypass the FBI. Se ve bruto a él. He wants to say, oh, the FBI doesn't do anything to help her. He needs to stop abusing me. What else? He wants to eliminate the FBI just to rape me and take me hostage. My dad has put so many milk cards and campaigns on me so I don't go disappearing. And I can be found if I go disappearing. Por culpa de ese tipo tan asqueroso. Un puerco, una basura. What else? I'm bored. They think they serve Yolanda Arlene Lorenzo con una basura, una asquerosidad. Que se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, se roba mis vehículos. She fakes him having a relationship with me, and then she's the one that stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money. She's una cuero asquerosa. A cum buck is so inferior to me, an illegal prostitute asquerosidad. She's disgusting. Ew. She hasn't rehabilitated herself. So gross. Ew, qué tipa tan puerca, qué asquerosidad. And more. What else? You can decapitate devil de some subject is gonna travel into a mirror so that Jander cries. Why would Jander cry? It's not like Jander doesn't have dick and pussy galore for him, so he's so busy that he wouldn't even take time to take me. And devil is what thinks that he can take me hostage to make Jander suffer. So Jander said decades ago to me, you're gonna have to seek the death penalty for him. He's stupid, he's ridiculous. He's trying to act like you're my prized possession that I can live without. Ew. They get obsessive over like, oh, so those two look at each other like, right, then we must destroy them. There's no men don't compete for vagina and penis and kill. Ew. What else? I'm on a top page today, not on my even the Cavite Sarah Francis that wants to laugh at me behind the scenes. That she's been a legal prostitute of all my crushes. She's inferior to me. And my crushes are men. So what is there to discuss? I already said that decades ago. It's like, stop wasting my time. You're inferior to me. You should be dead already. I'll kill you with the death penalty. And my crushes are even men. Stop wasting my time. Stop seeking me. You can decapitate Sarah Francis. You can decapitate Kayla Barnes. What else? You can decapitate Andrew Suarez. I want to say Arlene has a problem with the cord. I'm the penis that she craves the most and she will service it. Kiki, el tipo un puerco, like he's attractive and yes, I've had feelings for him, pero he can't take me hostage onto his penis. It's called respect, it's called patience. He's killed millions of people trying to force me to have sex with him and raping me and recording it and not giving a fuck about sharing those videos. He possibly invaded my children's, Jayden and Keilany's privacy and said, look at your mother, she's a slut. Thinking that Jayden and Keilany was talking to me. Ese nene es un problema en la sociedad decades ago. He's been trying to kill me before I was born. What else? I'm bored. Aim for 1,000 people to kill the death penalty. It's like, no, I don't live for long. So much that I don't go on to find out who out of the people steal from me. I don't know if we receive money or we should have it questioned by the police. Parole, have been jailed already. I'm not a part of the rehabilitation and will ever be. I didn't ask for them to be my life ever. I don't want my life. Then they don't stop thinking about me. They're disgusting. When I was a child, my mother took me to orgies where my family origin was. Thank you. And those people don't understand that the orgy ended. They attended just to be pendiente of who's kissing who and whose penis is in the wow, start married now the way to kiss. Ew. And then behind the scenes, they're like, no. we saw you two kiss, and it looked very passionate to me, like it's marriage. You two have to marry, or we'll cut you up and kill you. I want to see that marriage happen. Ew, they're so embarrassing, so gross. They still get excited over birthday party invites. Ew. You can decapitate your Munoz Guerrero that steals from me, and steals from Jayden, and steals from Keilany. He took me hostage basically to have 2 babies. Instead of giving me my money so I could be free and still come back. That's a man with no skills. What else? 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 I suffer from amnesia. So he's like, I need to keep you close by because you don't want 2 babies with me. Like, yeah, but I want to travel on my own. What else? 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 You didn't want Chandel in my life so that he wouldn't drug me under, wouldn't rape me, and so that my children wouldn't be a part of that, which I heard. So he didn't give me my money. I hate being codependent on someone when I know I have my own money, especially. And I'm loyal. Yes, yeah, I'm loyal. I'm very loyal. Okay, every time that I was reminded that I'm having babies with Edgar, I'm like, oh yeah, but if I'm traveling, he can meet me somewhere. I can have the baby somewhere safe, even if it's not Puerto Rico. My family origin rarely sees healthy babies, so they don't know what to think when healthy babies are bred. They're like, so what does this mean? And they create such a big deal that they try to kill the mother to keep the babies. They're like, these are babies that we didn't get to raise. It's called orgy invites in what I grew up in, and they ruined us so grossly. They don't understand that even though the FBI doesn't encourage rape, that there's people in Puerto Rico ahora mismo mamándosela. Y mamándosela, people of all ages in the room, as long as there's respect. And everyone has the freedom to have a very safe life and meet other people outside of those orgies and not have to share it with the people in the orgies. Such a simple concept, and they still don't understand it. They're so embarrassing, so gross. I've never heard so many people cry rape for so long, but like, dude, a ver que uno les regala. Literalmente, they're like that. They still speak like that. They're embarrassing. So girls, ew. Ew. They're adult age people. Crying. I was raped. Stop me, kill everyone. And whoever doesn't cry that they were raped while I was there, I'm gonna kill too. Wow. I'm bored. I want to live downtown San Antonio, with Jayden and Keilany, or near La Cantera. In Puerto Rico, I have a home. I don't know if it's Caguas, Utuado, Calle, Maricao, Cabo Rojo, Aguada. I have myself a home for myself, Jayden and Keilany. Edgar has his own home there that I've yet to live in because my second cousin's asquerosidad, asco no puede ser, qué tipo tan cuero, asqueroso, puerco, basura que se cree que es dueño de mi vagina. Me roba las llaves de mi casa y se queda en ella. So I can't date. Well, he goes on putting his penis wet everywhere, and he thinks that I'm taking him out on a day. I'm gonna kill him one day. What else? What else? What else? El tipo un puerco, una basura, una asquerosa. Ew. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez, if that's his name. You can decapitate Albert Suarez. You can decapitate Alex Suarez. You can decapitate Menorito Asqueroso, 9 years younger than me. If he steals from me, is trying to rape me, gets in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate Jorge Avilés that raped me in 2016. You can decapitate David Ledesma that raped me in 2016. You can decapitate Richie Hill that raped me in 2023. They're all looking after my vagina picture. You can decapitate, who else? Cyrus Peña is trying to rape me and then belittle me and be like, I have better health. And you ain't one. They want to take me hostage so that I live miserable so I can't date for them to get a better catch than me. They're stupid. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Ew. I'm seeking the death penalty for thousands of people. Hundreds of them are people in my family of origin. Ew. I'm tagging the FBI in this post, NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the International Criminal Court, the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines. Ew, that penis is so disgusting. I can only serve a certain amount of people during a day, and it kills the excess. Anyone that doesn't go like, oh, someone take me, but why do I not qualify for the entertainment? He thinks that I'm gonna do that every 2 weeks, every 3 months, for him to be like, oh, you got a pimple today. I didn't like your dad. You didn't have a set of grandparents while growing up. I don't like the idea that you're gonna have 2 babies that you love and you're not gonna let me rape them. I have a better time with cum bucket and little prostitute than with you. You're boring. You're boring. I steal your money. You can't date anyone. My friends say, oh, she's so boring. But I know they're not my friends, so I'm gonna kill them for not knowing how to identify them. Anyways, my phone is overheating, so maybe my video will stop soon. What else? You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape you, steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate Swami Bonilla, que es una puerca asquerosa que se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi vehículo, me roba mi dinero. Gets in the way of me receiving money. As a mother. I only have one mother. Esos nenes son una basura, son una asquerosidad. Ew. They kill people just to fetch what they have. And they're like, oh, there's here. I thought it was more or less. I also have almost some scouts. It's disgusting, una basura, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate. Sigue perdiendo el tiempo, baboso, asquerosidad. He thinks he's mocking me with creating different accounts of moves.
with names, people that he's killed or people that he's raped. Ew, ew, ew. And then he has a huge following of come look at illegal prostitutes. Asquerosidad. That's just a small sample of it that talked to me through Messenger. So disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. What else? 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 I'm born. I'm born. I was expecting that to happen, Melissa Gomez Rivera. When I was selling hair clips, said, send me some and I'll sell them for you. And then she sent me them all back. Said no one bought any of them. They had orchestrated that decades ago. But because I'm going through the motion of like, ¿quién carajo es esta puerca? So they want to mock me behind the scenes and be like, you lost money on shipping. Por estar aprobando Amazon.com, que ahora la gente lee libros y come y toma agua y no me dejan violarla literalmente. Hay gente que dice, nene, no, ya no me voy a prostituir ilegalmente contigo, estoy en la biblioteca leyendo. Dicen que Amazon.com viene ya mismo y yo voy a estar ready porque Princesita Arlene says que that's the way to get a man if I want to, or a woman, and I've already tried it. You're just a waste of time. Go kill yourself. That wasn't even a loss to me when I paid for shipping to send those hair clips. Este pendejo asqueroso is in a picture, Albert. Decades ago, showed up to my parents' home and said, your dad gave you $5 for Nusita. You could have bought me a Nusita. What? Ew, ew, ew. Even if gifts is their love language, they can't extort it out of one. They're so stupid. Ew, 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 ew. Have you read this? I read it with Edgar once again while he and I were married. This is so slow. What else? 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 And more. And more. Is this I have closed caption? Okay, this. I'm compatible. It's easier to have a balanced life than just be specific also too. Some people get too specific, but like he only likes gifts. And they're like, whatever, I'm not gonna spend time with you, I'm just gonna send you gifts. What else? 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 None of that he exhibits towards me. This will be talked about in court, possibly if it isn't at the moment, against them. He's an abuser, he's a misogynist, un burlón asqueroso. Ese tipo es un asco, se cree que es comediante, se cree que es el next Raymond Arrieta, is what people say about him. He's disgusting. He's always mocking people. Una basura, he thinks he's an educator and he uses that as a way to rape people, and when he isn't an educator, he's embarrassing, so gross. I don't ever want that near me. It's disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? When I'm financially stable, plan to travel and plan and meet people, ideally polyamorous. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. I don't want for food. It's good food like today. I'm gonna cook for myself. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? He was looking for a reason for me to talk to him, so he thought that when Melissa Rivera, Gomez Rivera, returned the hair clips to me and said none got sold, that I would be like, tipo, estúpido, but stop getting in the way of my life. I thought you wouldn't go out of those acorns to hurt me. Ew, 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 ew. I saw that as a coincidence. The FBI may be listening to me saying this is the second time that I brought it up, and they're like, he would have been dead already if you had reported that to us in real time and not thought it's just a coincidence. Okay, he's threatening me with that already. So every threat that becomes a reality, I need to report it to the FBI in real time. I've been set to, and not chalk it up to coincidence ever. What else? 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 I didn't remember Melissa Gomez Rivera, and I didn't remember him. Like, I don't see people say, "Oh, but I got novio de." It's like there just goes a person with holding a book, some sunglasses. That's it. I don't look at a book and say, "Oh, that's his girlfriend that wrote that." Yeah, dan un asco. Their sex addicts, they're porn addicts. So they're like, when you see a bottle of water, remember me, so you'll call me and let me rape you. Huh? You don't know what a phone is? You don't know how to, like, back then be a man? Ya no, ya eso no tiene remedio nunca. It's disgusting. It's raped me. It's had people rape me just seeking my vagina picture. So gross, so embarrassing, so stupid. I don't ever want that near me. It's cause for Jayden and Keilany to be separated from me. It threatened me decades ago that it'll kill me if I don't let Jayden and Keilany be raped by him. It wants me to put it out there so that my children, hopefully they don't become weak and go on spreading their nalgas right now saying, don't kill him, mother. Ese cree inteligente es un bruto asqueroso, un puerco, una basura. No entiendo lo que uno día es todavía. Oh. Ew, 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 ew. That's where we met decades ago. It wants to persecute me like, is she Catholic? Is she polyamorous? What is she? If she isn't, I'm going to kill her anyways. Ew. And then it goes on recruiting his younger brothers to hurt me. It goes on finding people, putting his dick in it. Ew, so gross that it won't ever be good sex. It's embarrassing, so gross. It thinks that when I'm hungry, I'm gonna run home to be with it. Well, he has some dumb bucket illegal prostitute in my home with him, and he wants to mock me and be like, "You thought that I was gonna give you food? Where were you all this time that you were with me?" Every little real like that he is working, he wants to recreate with someone, and he steals money for that. Es una asquerosidad, una basura, un pendejo asqueroso that don't ever want near me. Ew. What else? The library is open until 6/7 in this video. And starting one here. What else? You can decapitate my homies, sons, sons that rape me, that steal my money, that have tried or facilitated. It doesn't understand what an orgy is because she was a guest there. Doesn't mean that they need to be followed. La tipa es una puerca, una asquerosidad, no entiende nada, no entiende ningún concepto, es una basura. Este tipo es un puerco asqueroso, me roba mi dinero y Luego trata de que ella me viole. And then it cries that I don't take it out on a date. Well, it stole my money to date it, and then it would rape me in my parents' home in my bedroom. Well, it bragged about the dates that it was going on with people and asking me literally while beating me up by asking my parents to not provide for me and terrorizing them to make an effort to take them on a date. Que eso no se merece mi tiempo nunca. Es una basura, una asquerosidad. Eso es un asco, un pendejo cuero asqueroso. I don't ever want it near me. Ew, 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 ew. I'm bored. I'm gonna order food for myself, which I would have to order for my apartment to be delivered there because the library is closing soon. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? It wants to rape me with my siblings. It wants to kill me because, according to my siblings, my parents didn't take them to Disney World after my birth. It's not loyal to himself. It's so stupid. It's embarrassing. Ew, ew, ew. El asco que da esa gente. They're disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? Who's gifting me money today? I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? It wants me to give my passwords to my siblings or come back a illegal prostitute for them to pretend that they're my husband. They're porn addicts. They're disgusting. Decades later, after we're met, they're still porn addicts. They're embarrassing. Ew, 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 ew. Ew. Because I only have like $2 and some cents in my bank account. Last time I checked it. What else? What else? What else? When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel, plan and meet people ideally for Emerson. Who's doing money today? I miss Jayden and Keilany. I miss Jayden and Keilany. What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. You can decapitate everyone that's caused my health to decline in the past 15 years. You can decapitate Rivera and her primas. They're so disgusting. They stay in my homes without my permission. They recruit people. They're like, I know this guy and he's single, but has like a fake wife that he doesn't care about. But he has all this money that belongs to her. And he's trying to kill her. So they have beautiful homes, vehicles, and money that he only carries. So if you spread your legs or your ass or your mouth for him or your hands, he'll let you stay in the home. He'll pay for everything. Era como si te quedara person con todo pago. Te lleva a bailar, te compra ropa, lo que tú quieras, nena. Él se cree que that's gonna entice me and be like, give me back my husband. That disgusting still? That embarrassing still? Ew. Él decide dónde pone su pene y no es conmigo que él quiere estar. A mí no me lleva de shopping, a mí no me lleva a ningún lado. It may have fake pictures of it. When Yandel married me, possibly didn't even want to marry me.
and he forced him to just for the photo op of him taking me out, and he goes like, she's loca, she's loca. Look at the pictures that I have of her and I together. Those don't mean anything to a lot of people, specifically because he already has a pattern of abusing thousands of people. At least 100 people in Hawaii Chiquito. What else? What else? What else? What else? They're embarrassing. Ew. Fuck. Ew, 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 ew. In the meantime, I'm gonna cook for myself. I miss Jayden, I miss Keilany. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. It's taking notes of all of this. It screenshots it. And then when I'm dating Fernando Colunga de las Texas de Cristal, porque that's who they think I like. They're like, Arlene is watching a TV show. That's who she wants to marry. They're stupid. They're stalkers. So they plan to take screenshots of this. That's why they pay a lot of people so grossly. Todas las primas de Melissa Gomez. They're like, whatever guys you think that we can send to Fernando Colunga, Texas Crystal. So he doesn't date Arlene and he dates one of us instead. Oh, yeah. You go on, take a screenshot, anything that you find interesting. And they're like, okay, hospital bill, damn famous. No man would want to date that. Tiene un bebé en el apartamento. Ugh, no man would date that. They're embarrassing, they're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. I'm gonna kill him one day in self-defense. For me having to stay at Haven for Hope without money to eat, without money to do anything, while Jayden and Keilany are separated from me, without having the ability to have visitors in my homes. They're stupid. They're stupid. I hate them so much, I don't ever want them near me. Ew, 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 ew. It's so embarrassing, so gross, maldito pesetero asqueroso. Haciéndome pasar hambre. And it thinks that with every day that I get hungry, I'm gonna go on to find out who it is that is service with my money. Bruto, when he gave me that information decades ago, he volunteered that information. I didn't seek it. That's not my personality type. Bill Wosley called it dumb decades ago. It walked up to me, all three of them, and said, we have a hate crime towards you for you not letting us rape you. So we're gonna record and take pictures of everyone we put our dicks in instead of you. Take pictures of all the vehicles, cars, and homes that we steal from you. Everything goes down. And in 20 or 30 years, see you loser, we're gonna make sure that you don't have any money to eat. And you're gonna have to talk to us to ask us for money to stop bullying you and stealing from you and getting in the way of you receiving money. And then you're gonna have all those videos, or I'm gonna hack your account on Facebook and post it there. Ha ha ha. Bill Wosley said to them, I'm gonna kill Sarah. She's not a woman. Fall. And do you not realize that Arlene is a woman and she won't ever talk to you again after this? I've never sought it. I don't ever plan to. It's disgusting. It's stupid. It seeks comeback illegal prostitution and then thinks that I need to stop it. No. That may be who he wants to be with and he's not man enough to show it. So yo quiero que él se mate hoy. I won't be having Suarez sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money to kill himself today. I don't need to talk to them so they mock me that I slept on a bunk bed. What else? They're disrespectful towards myself, towards Jayden and Keilany before Jayden and Keilany were born. I don't tolerate disrespect towards myself. I don't tolerate disrespect towards Jayden.
I don't tolerate disrespect towards Keilany. They're stupid. This asquerosidad threatened me decades ago to kill me because I don't let him rape my children before my children were born. They caused my starvation, trying to turn me into loca. So I go on to talk to it. What for? It's already threatened me several times with killing me, and I ignore it. And I go on to life. And my best while apologizing to Jayden and Keilany that sadly they're stupid leeches that instead of having a third cousin, it's an anomaly, una asquerosidad. Ew. And let me tell you, they're so lovely. I love them. She's so pretty, so is he. What else? What else? They complain to you that there's not enough pictures on my GoFundMe campaign, so you shouldn't give me money. They're sex addicts. They're porn addicts. They want to see more pictures. Ew. Anyways, oh, I close the top. We're live? No. Awkward, guys. Awkward. But I'll end the video on my phone and keep the one on my computer.